The overall RAN architecture of NDC can be summarized as follows. 1. The user equipment UE communicates with both LTE-NB and NRG-NB in the radio side. However, all communication, including signaling and data, goes through the LTE core network. 2. It is important to note that LTE-NB and NRG-NB use their own FIMAC, that is, Independent MAC Scheduler 3. In the data plane, both the master node, LTE and secondary node, GNB have direct interfaces with the LTE core network SGW. However, in the control plane, only the master node, LTE, has a direct interface with the LTE core network modem. Now let's read the picture. If you take a close look at the illustration, you can describe it in words as follows. If you don't like reading like me, just take 10 minutes, not 10 seconds, and look carefully at each and every part and line of the picture. For the C plane, there is an interface between the MN master node, MENB in this case, and the SN secondary node, NGNB in this case. This interface is called X2C. There is an interface between the MN and the CN core network, modem in this case. This interface is called S1 modem. There is no direct interface connection between the SN and the CN. For the U plane, there is an interface between the MN master node, MENB in this case, and the SN secondary node, NGNB in this case. This interface is called X2U. There is an interface between the MN and the CN core network, modem in this case. This interface is called S1U. There is an interface connection between the SN and the CN. This interface is also called S1U. In terms of over-the-air, OTA and physical layer perspective, LTE-NR interworking, NDC in non-standalone, NSAS is only one possibility, assuming that LTV always becomes the anchor. However, with the same OTA or physical layer, there can still be multiple possibilities of implementing higher layer bearers. As per diagram, our RC connection control states, in case of NDC, DSCG cells use another radio access technology RAT, namely number. When configured with NDC, user data carried by a dedicated radio bearer, DRBA may be transferred via the master cell group MCG, via the NRSCG, or via both the MCG and the NRSCG. Similarly, radio resource control RRC signaling are carried by a signaling radio bearer. SRBA may be transferred via the MCG or via both the MCG and the NRSCG. When the RBs and SRBs are configured with transmission via both the MCG and the SCG, duplication may be used in both the downlink, DL, and uplink, UL. In NDC, EUTRANR dual connectivity, LTE becomes the master cell group MCG and NR becomes the secondary cell group SCG. The MCG acts as the anchor and the user equipment UE performs initial registration to this anchor cell group. The anchor cell can then add one or more secondary cells SCGs. According to 363315311, there are three different ways to add SCGs to an LTV anchor cell. Type 1. Reconfiguration with sync and key change. Perform a random access route procedure to the PS cell. Reset the NR medium access control MAC. Re-establish the NR radio link control RLC. Re-establish the NR packet data convergence protocol PDCP. Refresh the NRSCG security. Type 2. Reconfiguration with sync but without key change. Perform and route to the PS cell. Reset the NR MAC. Re-establish the NR RLC re-establishment. Re-establish PDCP data recovery for AMDRB. Type 3. Regular NRSCG reconfiguration without sync/SCG security. Do not perform and route to the PS cell. Do not refresh NRSCG security. Reset the NR MAC. Re-establish the NR RLC.